You know, guys, I'm in my 40s. I'm married. I have 2 kids, but nothing, and I mean nothing makes me feel older than when I don't know the new slang terms teenagers are using. And it seems like these days teen slang terms are evolving so fast that sometimes it's hard to keep up. And since many of you are trapped inside your home with your family, with your teens, we decided to give you a little primer on new slang terms in a segment we call Seth Explains Quarantine Slang. Our first new teen slang term is the male. Here's the definition. It's a friend who still comes to your house every day despite the quarantine. Now let's see it in a sentence. I thought for sure the coronavirus would keep that creep Devin from hanging around outside my house, but I guess neither snow nor rain nor pandemic keeps the male away. Our next new teen slang term is Corona Bae. Here's the definition. It's someone you only find attractive because you've been self-quarantined so long. Here it is in a sentence. I've been home alone for so long, I'm in the pantry looking at Mrs. Butterworth like, damn girl, you are poured into that dress. She my Corona Bae. Up next we have toilet paper. Let's see the definition. It's something unobtainable. For example, Jeremy said that as soon as we're back in school, he's gonna hook up with Jessica, and I was like, dude, you look like Gollum and she's the head cheerleader. That girl is toilet paper. Moving on, we have Marilyn Monroe. This is someone who sings happy birthday twice while washing their hands, but in a very sexy way. Super specific piece of teen slang. For example, I'm glad my brother takes his time washing his hands, but he's been in the bathroom for 10 full minutes softly whispering, happy birthday, Mr. President, and it's getting weird. Hashtag Marilyn Monroe. I don't think anyone will ever have reason to use that. Up next, it's 401k'd. What does it mean? Well, it's when something completely goes away. For example, my dealer's been in quarantine for a week and now my stash is 401k'd. Our next new slang term is cardio. Here's the definition. When you try to do a home workout but you end up just eating a sandwich. Here it is in a sentence. Got through about 8 jumping jacks, but before you know it, I was in the refrigerator eating a foot-long sub. Hashtag cardio. Next up we have Deb MD. This is your mom's friend who keeps posting bogus virus cures on Facebook. Here it is in a sentence. My mom thinks she can't catch coronavirus because her friend posted a meme that said Capricorns are immune. Thanks a lot, Deb MD. Next up, we have Skype and Gripe. This is when you and your friend video chat and try to see who has it worse being stuck with their family. For example, look, I'm sorry your dad walked in on you masturbating, but I promise the other way around is worse. I def win this Skype and Gripe. Our next new slang term is yard jerk. This is someone who complains about being cooped up, but you've seen how big their backyard is on Instagram. For example, Jeff was complaining about having cabin fever, but then he posted a selfie in a hammock next to his pool and hot tub. What a yard jerk. Moving on, it's world traveler. Let's see the definition. It's someone who visits every room in their house in one day. For example, Rick is so erudite and cosmopolitan, he FaceTimed me from his bedroom, his living room, his bathroom, his kitchen, and his basement. He, a world traveler. Our next new teen slang term is twerk from home. So what does that mean? Well, it's when you can't go to the club, so you bring the club home. For example, downtown's closed, so we're twerking from home. Mom's the DJ, we're doing shots off dad's belly, and I got carted by the dog. Carted by the dog. This next one's really blowing up with the teens. It's Shorentine. Let's see the definition. It's when you're under quarantine with Pauly Shore. For example, dude, you think you have it bad? I'm woken up every morning to the sound of a 52-year-old man wheezing the juice. Hashtag Shorentine. A lot of teens, I guess, having that problem. Moving on to pep rally. This is when mom pours herself a glass of wine to get through the day of homeschooling. Here's the sentence. Mom said she was going to go Google the Magna Carta, but when she came back, she smelled like Pinot Grigio. Pretty sure she had a pep rally. Next, we have Zoom room. Let's see the definition. It's that one small area in your trash room that you keep clean as a background for video calls. For example, on Zoom, it may look like I have my together, but if you pan the camera just a little bit to either side, you see that my room looks like Act 1 of a Hoarders episode. Hashtag Zoom room. Moving on, we have Fauci. This is a bully's friend who keeps him from doing even worse stuff. For example, Randy gave me an atomic wedgie and I'm pretty sure he would have duct taped me to the ceiling if that Fauci Andrew hadn't talked him out of it. I guess teens are still saying atomic wedgie. And finally, you guys, our last new teen slang term is Lannister High. Let's see the definition. It's when you're homeschooled, so the hottest girl in class is your sister. For example, is it okay that I asked my twin sister to prom, or have I been attending Lannister High too long? This has been Seth Explains Quarantine Slang.